What's up, guys? I'm doing a little show and tell today. A lot of you are familiar with the new app Temu. Uh, they got a lot of stuff on there, and it's all pretty cheap. So, I'm seeing what everyone else is doing, and I'm like, man, some of this stuff looks kind of interesting. So I decided to get in on it as well. I bought a all-in-one, everything included fishing kit. And my plan was to take it and open it, unbox it, whatever, on the water and fish it. But man, it's been just so incredibly hot here lately that fishing really hasn't been in the cards. I have attempted, and several other people have attempted to fish anyway. And if you catch anything at all, they're coming out already poached and ready to eat. So I figured I'm just going to go ahead and do, like I said, a show and tell today, and hopefully do a follow-up video actually using this stuff. So let's get at it. I got and I don't know how you pronounce this, Proberos, I don't know. But it came with this neat little carry bag, which I like the bag even by itself. But it came with so much stuff. It did come with a little spoiler line. I'm not sure what size this is. If I had to guess, I'd say between 6 to 8 pound test. And as you can see, it's already empty because I was planning to fish. So I pre-spoiled the reel. Got a pretty nice little spinning reel here. And for a non-upper end reel, it don't feel that bad. It's fairly smooth. It's not bad. Plus, it looks kind of sharp. I dig that green on orange. Let's see if I can see some specs on here somewhere. Oh, it's got a whole 1 ball bearing. Gear ratio 5:1. That's about it. There ain't much to talk about on this thing. This is a Proberos, I don't know, ET200. And it does have the anti-reverse switch, which when it comes to a spinning reel, I will not buy it if it don't have that switch. I'm sure a lot of you in the know exactly why. For those of you who aren't in the know, if you're accidentally reel your lure in a little too far, instead of having to open the bail and let line out, you can just hit that switch, back it up a couple turns, rock and roll. But it also came with this collapsible rod. Just looks wise, this thing looks pretty sharp. I dig the way it looks. It does seem to be like really thin fiberglass, I guess. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different line guides on there, and they just pull out. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to really get the whole rod in the frame because I'm limited on space right here. But it feels pretty good. I don't know if I would trust something maybe over 5 pounds with it, but it might handle a 5-pounder all right. This is a Proberos 1.8M/6. And I think that's saying it's 6 foot. Hard to tell. And I don't have my tape measure handy, so let's just say it's 6 foot. But it's not bad for what it is. Try to get this whole thing in there without knocking anything over. There we go, we got it. All right. Kind of an ugly gold color, you know. I don't like the color, but you know, it's whatever. Go ahead and put this reel on here. See how that looks. The reel doesn't exactly match the rod, but you know, whatever. Got a good fit. And just without any lure or anything on it, it seems kind of really unbalanced. But, you know, again, it is cheap, let's be honest. We set that to the side. Get into the fun stuff. It came with a lot of lures. I'm going to grab these just because that's the first thing. It came with a set of 1, 2, 5 different spoons. You open that up and take one off. Take one out. Huh. These are, you know, I would have expected these to be treble hooks, but they're just old-fashioned J hooks. Got a little heft to it. This is the biggest of the set. And this is the smallest. Now, I've never really had much luck with these things. Of course, I don't use them enough to ever have any luck. But it's still pretty cool. Let me see if I can do this without dumping them. Kind of got one in every size there. Pretty cool. I'm sure since I have so many of them now, I will eventually get around to using them. Alright, it came with this multicolored pack of soft plastics. Progro's Premier Top Quality Jig. Soft bait, vivid swimming stroke. Soft bait, your fishing store. Okay. I really dig all the colors in there. It actually looks like candy. And I'm a fat guy with a sweet tooth. Let me just pull one of them out. Well, ooh, boy, they stink. I mean, they stink. I'll pull two out. Man. Alright, so I really like that lime green color, and it's got some, looks like blue and gold flake in it. And a little tiny hook slot on the top. Oh, it's got a hook slot. It got a hook slot. It's got a hook slot on the bottom too. Very oily. And I pull this one out because, you know, that is my New Orleans Saints colors, black and gold. I gotta close this bag up because there is not proper ventilation in here. Man, I don't know what that is they got on there, but might catch a catfish with this. Moving on. Oh, and by the way, I'm wearing my Bogaley's Keeping It Real shirt today in honor of him hitting 1,000 subscribers. Congrats, brother. Y'all go check him out if you haven't already. I'm sure you have. Let's see. Got a bag full of lures here. I'm just going to dump them out and start showing them off. All right. First thing I'm grabbing is some jig heads. I'm not really sure what the weight is on those. There's no information on this stuff, but it doesn't matter. They'll get used. Alright, this is kind of neat looking. Like a little deep diver, and so there's no information on this stuff. But it does say do not swallow. I'm glad they put that on there. It just says fishing lure. Born for fishing. It'll be difficult getting these out of here. There we go. That's not a bad looking bait. Said it's going to be a deep diver. I don't know how deep. Because, you know, if I had to guess, I'd say, you know, maybe 5 to 7 foot. Just an estimated, educated guess. It's already getting hot out here. My brain is baking. All right, now we got a nice little popper. This one actually looks pretty nice. Don't want to come out. We might have to cut this one open. Got those hollowed out holes. I don't know what that's all about, but that is a very nice looking bait. Try to grab it to where you can see everything. It's not bad looking at all. I really like that, and I'm not that big a fan of poppers. I'm wondering about those holes though. That seems like they would fill up and make it sink, but we'll find out when we eventually get to the fishing portion. Moving on, got us a little package that we can't open. I can already tell there's going to be a lot of editing while I'm trying to fish these lures out of their package. All right, success. Ooh, this thing is pretty. I think it's got some sharp hooks. Got some rattles in it. Those hooks are very sharp. I don't know how durable they are, but they are definitely sharp. I like it. I wonder if these others have rattles. That one do. And I just made a mess. Huh. So far 3 for 3, all of them have rattles. This one's not going to have a rattle, at least I hope it won't. That was a hollow body topwater frog. Nope, no rattles in that one. But, you know, that's your typical hollow body frog. Ooh, good old crankbait. I'm going to shake this one before. Got rattles. This is definitely a deep diver. I'm going to guess 10 to 12 foot. Really like the color pattern on it. I've had a lot of luck with that color. You can hear that big old rattle in there. You know, I paid, making sure that was it. That's the last of the baits. That's the last of everything. I paid $37 for this whole setup, which, you know, arguably the lures alone would be worth that. And the day after I purchased it, I noticed that it went down to $30 even, and then a couple days after that, it was down to 25. So it seems like with Temu, their prices are always fluctuating, and you know they're never really unreasonable. So, you know, if this looks like something that might be helpful to you, go ahead and order you one. I kind of had the feeling because, you know, on a typical day, I've always got my fishing poles in my car with me. I'm ready to go at the drop of a hat. Every now and then, I got to take them out because I got to load other crap in there. And then I forget to put them back in the next day, and I'm like, man, I really want to go fishing as soon as I get off of work, but I don't have my gear. Well, I'm gonna throw this in the car, and you know, I have at least something. You know, it might not be my ideal setup, but hey, I'll be fishing, so you know, I kind of dig it. I kind of dig it. I really, especially like the bag that it comes in. You know, I could use that for anything, really. But there you have it. That's my haul from Temu. I got some other things on the way, and you know, once they get in, I may or may not do a little show and tell with them. But I got one thing in particular that's pretty cool, and I don't care if it never catches me a fish. I had to buy it. So more on that later. But anyway, this is what I got from Temu. Now, if I can get the weather to cooperate a little bit, I can get out there and try this stuff. I appreciate y'all watching, and you know, stay tuned. I got more planned, and you know, I really wanted to take the kayak out to unbox this and fish with it, but if I were to put that kayak on the water right now, it would probably melt within minutes. Not really, but that's how hot it seems like it is. Anyway, appreciate y'all watching. I'm about to shut this thing down. I'll see y'all in the next video. Be safe.